Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Remy here. Today we are going to be discussing something that is not so far from where we've been coming from. In the last few videos, we've been discussing recording images, positive images for our dream lives. And it's been good, right? Good. And I believe you've been practicing and holding on. It doesn't matter what state you are right now. You know, my master always says that people have pains, people have all kinds of challenges. But you see, challenges do not remove from life. In some of my videos past, I have said that challenges occur because we are alive. If you are not physically ill, you could have some actions of people affecting you one way or another. Life is all about challenges. That is what makes it fun. If there were no challenges in life, there would be no fun. It would be drab, it would be dull. Most people who are born into affluence or who tried all their lives to become rich from poor backgrounds, when they become rich, really, really rich, and they have not sorted this aspect of life that we are sorting by doing this video on a daily basis. By you watching this video, you are out to sort that aspect, the essential bedrock of humanity. If they have not sorted that, when they have all the monies, they have all the house helps, servants and everything, they have all the media accolade and attention, they discover that their life is quite small. They now begin to depend on public opinions, public reports about their lives, so that when there is an adverse report about them, they lapse into depression. They just can't handle life at the essential level. Life is meant to be handled at the essential level before you can actually enjoy the beauty of the external life. Now, what is the external life really? They are the things that are effects of the essential life. They are the consequences of the things that the eyes cannot see, the ears cannot hear. They are just at the background. And what we are doing on this channel is giving you the skills and the tools to handle the unseen aspects of life, so that the seen and visible aspect of life will be easier for you to handle. Life is fun when you are in control from the inside. It is chaotic, it is turbulent when you are only in control from the outside. You want to control how people relate to you. You want to control what is said about you. You want to control material things, money, business, all of those things. There's nothing wrong in them. But the truth is, the pleasure that those who have been able to sort their inside enjoy, you will be able to enjoy them. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You can be rich and nasty. You can be rich and troubled. You can be rich and moving from one circumstance to another that you cannot understand. And you keep throwing money at things. You become lonely. You become, fearful, avoiding a lot of things because you can't handle them. That is not the life I wish for you. The life I wish for you is the life of power, the life of maximum control. The life of maximum control is the control that chooses not to control certain things because they have to be. But when you have a desire to control everything, what people say about you, what people do around you, behind you, all of those things, you become obsessed with control, then you have lost control. And I don't want you to lose control. I desire you to be in perpetual, complete control of your life. That is the game I play. and I hope you connect with it. I am Osezwa Anthony Elimihe, and I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the dream. Let's talk about the essential versus the existential thinking. We have established in the last two videos that there is a place called the project being of every human life, where all the rushes with which our life experiences are built from are stored. And that we record every day by looking, by hearing, by speaking, by smelling, by feeling, touching. We recording. Now, every time you make a contact, you are making a connection with the past. Because memory, we interpret that contact on the basis of past experiences. That's what memory does. Eyes will look, and memory will pick it up on the basis of past experiences. The ears will hear, memory will pick it up on the basis of past experiences and interpret. That is how it goes. And that kind of interaction with life is called subjective existential interaction. It is based on social normality or abnormality. It is social interpretation, social precedents. They are not fresh. They are not renewing. All right? The human being, from the word being, is superior to memory. It's superior to history. Okay? So, as a being, you are supposed to be evolutionary. That is, you are evolving on a daily basis. You are moving from place to place, not static, because being static is not human nature. It is a mental nature. It is an animal nature, if you want to look at it that way. But it is not a humanity. Humanity is dynamism, growth, being fresh every single day. That is the intention. So, we said for you to be able to have that ideal life, your recording must be based on things that make you happy. When you decide to record your visuals with thought, positive thought placed into them, picking things that make you happy, and that those things that make you happy are not the material sides of them, but the unseen side of these things. That you want material things not because you want to be happy by them. That you are happy, hence you want material things. You seek your happiness above the material things. But the existential thinking seeks material things for the purpose of happiness. You get it now? So you are seeking happiness. You are running this way to get happiness. The existentialist is running this way to get material things, because material things for him brings happiness. But you are saying, no, I'm not materialist, I'm essentialist. I'm seeking the essential. When I get the essential, material things will flow towards me. These are the two parts. And when you are going through society, seeing how people are living their lives and you love them, you appreciate them, you are happy. We are browsing the internet to see people showing off their wealth, their beauties and their health. You are happy and you just love them. You are joyful because these are part of the possibilities of life. And that thought alone will magnetize that lifestyle to you, magnetize that fulfillment to you. Now, you are not going to be feeling miserable because people are making it and you are not. Because right now, as an essentialist, you know that life is not a strictly dualistic experience, that life is interconnected. So what is possible to one person is possible to all. In the same way, I will leave that. You know, what is possible on the bad side can be possible on the bad side for all, depending on where the source, the causation is coming from. So don't be a causation for that which is negative and punitive and sad. When you have used this sense to record the sins of life, they are now stored. You download them through positive acceptances and confessions into the project being of your life. What is left? It's just for you to now pick them, drop them on the timeline, because everything in that being is positive. You drop them. What you now do is about sequencing. It's about, trimming. It's about polishing. How you want it, that's how it comes out. Because right now, you have come to understand that you are the agent that causes the realities that you experience. It is not chance. It's not by chance. Time and chance don't happen to all, as some would say. What happens to all is causation. And in doing that recording, your thoughts must either look and be focused into the unknown, into the unseen, into the unbelievable, if you want to look at it that way, or it can go back if it cannot afford to be that imaginative to create something out of nothing, out of the invisible. It can then go back to the past and begin to pick images, scenes, sounds, thoughts that were euphoric, that were empowering, moments of bliss, moments of success. For instance, if you are undergoing marital challenges right now, you know that there was a time you got espoused to this man, to this woman. It was love. It was a form of bliss, a form of, not like, you call it, you just were having butterflies on your inside. You just felt this was the best moment of your life. This was the best person in the world. And you're willing to spend that time with this person. Then things began to happen over the years. And it turned out that the marriage that you contracted was with a new person. The original person you had that relationship with no longer exists. Then everything has gone upside down. Now, there is chaos. There is division. There is anarchy. Good. If you stick to seeing that stranger in your bedroom, seeing that stranger in your life, the perpetuation of the negativity will continue. But you see, if you would take your mind back to moments where your spouse was the best thing in the world, where marriage was everything, and you began to run your energy on those sites, on those moments, you find out that you begin to understand this person. You begin to see that the negativity that you couldn't stand before begin to be bearable. You can start from there and begin to rework this person. I was telling a lady some time ago who was telling me about her husband and her children. I said, good, madam, I think you are at fault here. You cook for your husband? He said, no, we have a house help that cooks for my husband. I said, fantastic. The greatest strength that a woman has to control her family, you've lost it. Are you aware that the energy, the mood of the cook is in the food? So how do you now reach your husband? How do you now reach your children? With positivity. Okay? A lot of people have ended up losing their husbands to their housemates because those are the people that do all the cooking, all the washing, all the cleaning in the house. They just don't do anything. So if in the mind of the help, the thought of, oh, guy is beautiful, oh, guy is lovely, I just love him. If these are the thoughts that are going on in her mind when she's cooking his food, if the man eats that food, his eyes begin to open up to possibilities of a romantic relationship with that house help. It doesn't matter whether she's beautiful or ugly. It has nothing to do with looks. It's about connection. It's about energy. Energy is what drives people. When you start talking about beauty or ugliness, you are only speaking from the basis of logicality. If human beings were logical in all that they do, there will be no chaos in the world. But we're not logical. This thought about existentialism is about that which is subjective and all of that is not true. Because what they consider objective is what is subject to verification by the senses. And the senses don't see things as they are. The senses see things on the basis of past interpretations, on the basis of experiences of the past. That which they call objective is actually subjective. But that which is subjective is that which sees things that are not based on history, that are not based on the past, that are not based on what had been created. It is something fresh. It's about opening up to multiple possibilities that life is. The essentials, essential thinking. That is what it is. Essential thinking is going beyond that which the senses can perceive. We don't even know what it is. That's the beautiful part. So that's why life is so fun for those who are focused on the essential.